All right, YouTube, what's going on? It's Cruz back with Toxic Kings, and we're back for another fucking episode. We got my boy
G-Mac.
And today we got a really special guest. I'm talking to OG. This is like...
You say that about everybody that comes on this podcast. I'm starting to think you're full of shit.
But you know you're special, right?
This is an OG.
The man that got me home safe every day after school.
This is an OG though.
This is the man that we became best friends at Fazoli's because... his date to homecoming. But anyway, we got Riley Horne in the building. What's going on, Ry?
Good to have you, man.
How you going on? How you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
How's life treating you? Because what I've heard and what I've seen is that you're doing pretty well for yourself. I see that. I saw that one Twitter post where it's like I saw that Twitter post.
She's talking that shit a little bit.
I'm doing good.
I dig it.
I got a big promotion at work. Life is good.
Yes, sir. Love to hear it.
No, you're good. You're good. Love to.
No, you're good.
So talk to us, right? Who is Riley Horne? Like, who made you to the like? How'd you get? Because you're obviously in a very good stage in life. You got. I mean, I look at you, bro, and I see motivation, just like I see. Because you're.
We definitely look up to you. For sure.
Me and him talk about you a lot because we do definitely look up to you. We like to, like you're at a level that you're doing really really well for yourself at your age.
24.
24 years old, and you're doing pretty amazing. So talk to us. How'd you get from where you're at from back then to where you're at today? Like, what changed? Because I remember you had plans after high school to do something, but you changed it to do what you're doing now.
Well, so after high school, I was going to school to be a doctor.
I remember that. Yeah.
I got pretty fucked up at a bar on campus one night. I got pulled over, got ticketed with the OWI, went to jail. I got to finish up the semester, and then I had to serve a 1-year suspension. I got a job working for a huge construction company out of the Midwest. So I stuck with that. Just kind of been working.
Pretty good company, if I must say so myself.
No, that's a really good company. I don't know. That wasn't the life for me.
You're too much of a twat. I mean, it happens to the best of us. It really does.
No,
but good for you, man.
I'm proud of you, bro. Like Riley, I kid you not. Like after school, if I had Riley for a ride home because I hated taking the bus home, I'd be like, yeah, bro, hop in the car, like hop in the whip. Like it was never a problem for Riley. Riley was
2001 Chevy Cavalier.
2001.
That was the first car I ever drove.
During fucking track practice.
Yeah.
I came outside of the locker room. All of a sudden, I see my car spinning around the parking lot.
And it's Dylan.gmack cruising.
That was actually, we'll get into that. That was how we all met, though. We obviously all went to school together. I believe Cruz and I were freshmen, and you were a senior. So we didn't spend a lot of time with him, but I personally, like my side, I got close to Rye because we were in track together. Rye has admitted, I used to be skinny, so I was like really good at track. I used to be faster than him. That was a long time ago.
I actually have clips of Dylan. So
I remember I beat you every race.
No. You beat me at the 300-meter hurdles because you had more endurance. Ooh. I was better at the 110.
You're not.
Well, that's because you were tall. That's not fair. But he did admit in one of my Facebook posts that he was slower than me, so he could stare at my ass while I ran, and he told me that one time.
Exactly. I mean, what else am I gonna look at?
But that's how we met. We became very close doing track and stuff. Just I think all the practices, we just have fun, not take it so serious. The bus rides, like everything about it was a lot of fun. We hung out a few times outside of that, but I was still like a weird freshman, like just getting into high school. Like I wasn't into all that shit yet. But that's how I met Ryan. And then we stopped being friends, I think. Well, he went into the Army and everything.
We stopped being friends. We stopped communicating.
I was going to say, because we never stopped being friends, because I will say the comments. It's not like they were that bad, but like you were in the Army and stuff, and you were overseas, so we talk, during that time, and I think that's why you
were doing your thug things.
We didn't see each other as much. But then we started becoming friends again. It was go back to 2020. I went through that breakup, and Raya was the first person that I wasn't already talking to a text and be like, hey, come to this cookout. And it's been on ever since. That was the first time I met Scotty. We've been hanging out pretty much since then.
2020 was a rough year.
Oh,
2020 is when we all grew up. I feel like
I don't either. I said that in an earlier podcast. The second half of it, like they had me in the first half. Not gonna lie, the second half I do not remember most of that shit at all.
No, 2020, like I saw a lot, did a lot of things I didn't. I guess I didn't even grow up. I was just like in a phase where like we were all making, how much money at our age, and we were doing We were doing things that fucking like
Pissing it all away at the bar.
golfing,
Drugs,
remember
like
that?
whatever.
I didn't really drink. Did I go to the bar that much?
Yeah,
But
we
then
were
you got
there
in a
every
relationship and then you
weekend.
stopped.
Yeah.
See, for you guys, before I think we mentioned this earlier, because Cruz worked at that underground utility company with Rye. Before I started, I was working at a cheese factory, like the loser I was in 2020.
Yeah. That's why you're so fat. You ate all that damn cheese.
Damn, bro, he's roasting me. Oh my god. Anyways, so they were working there. So like when you're on the road all week, working in the fucking hot sun, like you just want to come home. At least that time, you just want to hit the bar. I remember the first thing you guys would do. I'd come to your apartment, I'd be waiting on you guys. Come home, shower, and we hit the bars like right away, ASAP. Like that was our life back then, you know.
And no, and back on 2020, if it wasn't for Rye, I wouldn't be back in Wisconsin because Rye's a mentor to me. Rye's like a financial advisor to me. Rye's like, he's that guy when I have a problem in life, actual life, he's the one I kind of like, I run to, I go talk to because Rye's that big older brother to me that I've never had. And the thing was, so I was in California and I go, Rye, I'm coming out for a little bit. Like, can I stay with you? He goes, yeah, bro. Yeah. Are you cool sleeping on the couch? I'm like, yeah. Okay, bet. Come over. I went over to Rye's and Rye was like, yeah, just, chill here. And then Rye's like, hey, do you want a job with us? Because I was like saying, like, bro, how much are you guys making? Rye was telling me, like, the numbers. I'm like, you're lying. He goes, swear to God. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, yeah. So I got a call, a week later probably? Like, ASAP?
Pretty quick.
Yeah, because Rye was talking to, like, your guys' boss from me. He's like, yo, like, this guy wants to come work with us. Can he work? Yeah, bring him on the team, whatever. I go interview right away, whatever. I get on the job site, whatever. My aunt at the time, I was staying with her. Then I started staying with her because, like, obviously I was there for a month. I was kind of telling my mom, like, I'm just not gonna come back. Like, I got a really good job. I'm sorry I can't come back. And mind you, I had a suitcase with like fucking 3-4 outfits. Remember, wearing the same shirt every weekend.
You didn't have much. You started buying clothes because you didn't have shit.
We had to go to the mall every weekend.
Sleeping on my couch.
Yeah.
So then Rye, I was like, yo, Rye, like, I kind of got to, like, I was like, yo, Rye, can we get, like, a 3-bedroom? Like, are you down? He goes, yeah, I'm down, bro. Like, my lease is up in, in so many weeks, and we can move out. So, I bet. So then me and Rye go to this. So then Rye's letting me. So then my aunt kind of, like, I get it. She has her family. She's kind of get out. Rye was like, bro, come live with us. Like, we're young. Let's fucking party. Have a good time. Let's go work. Come back and party. Bet. So then Rye was like, yo, bro, just stay on, just sleep on my couch so we get an apartment. Okay, cool. Rye was like, bro, like, you don't got to pay shit. Like, just sleep on the couch. Like, if you're cool with it, just stay here. And I was like, I'm not going to, I just can't live here for free. So I was giving Rye money for, like, the bills and, like, the utilities, right? I remember I was, like, giving you money for the bills. And then Rye invites me to the wedding, and Rye gets pretty sloshed up at this wedding.
Gosh.
Well, they made me sit at a table with him, 2 other friends, my ex-girlfriend.
What's just going to make you drink?
Her new boyfriend.
Oh, no.
Who I used to hang out with.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We went to Summer Festival.
Oh, no.
We saw A Boogie with him.
So we get to the wedding, and we find our table or whatever, and then fucking everybody starts sitting down. And I look at Chris, I'm like, fuck, no. We were there for like 30 seconds. Nothing started yet. I'm up at the fucking bar.
I'm with him.
It'll make you drink. You don't want to think about it. You're pissed off. Start
I
slamming drinks.
was ordering martinis, and they're like, we don't have any olives. And I was like, put fucking olive oil in it or something. I was like, I don't give a fuck. They made me like the shittiest thing I ever drank, and I'm just fucking sitting there slamming them. Fuck, I was probably 1 drink away from being blacked out like halfway through the ceremony.
Holy shit.
Fucking, I'm sorry.
That's one way to start the wedding.
The fucking reception.
We're outside
Smoking
smoking things we're not supposed to be smoking.
Oh my god.
But we're just fucking having a and then Rye gets really drunk and then so Rye like cruise and this Rye had like a super nice Rye's always had really nice cars except the cat.
Hey. It was $500.
It was a phase.
I was
After the Cavalier, he going up big time.
badass.
It was a Jetta. It was that he had the Challenger at the time.
Yeah, he got the Jetta. So at the time
badass.
he had a fucking 18?
It was a 2017 Dodge Challenger.
GT.
Yeah. And fucking Rye wouldn't let us drive it. Like Rye never let nobody drive it. Only certain people.
No, I would drive that fucker drunk.
Well, clearly, as you stated earlier, got an owie.
So anyway, so we're on like 45, right? We're driving down the road, and Rye goes, "Cool, I want to let you know, bro, you have a really big heart." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Because, bro, I'm glad that." He goes,
I might be lying. I don't remember any of this.
No. No. Rye goes, Rye, yeah. He goes, Creed, you have a really big heart. I go, why? He goes, because I'm really proud of you for being able to sleep on a couch for another 2 more months. I'm like, what do you?
I feel like that's kind of an insult
I
too.
probably did say that.
And I'm like, what do you mean 2 more months? He goes, bro, I couldn't break our lease till like 2.5 more months from today. I'm like,
That was like a night. That was he tried to like sneak it in there.
Yeah, he's probably thinking the whole time, next week I'm going to have a room, I'm getting a bed.
I was,
I got
bro.
it all planned out.
I kid you not.
And the
I was
whole
gonna
time
order
I'm
my
sitting
set.
there.
You
now.
were going to, I remember that.
My whole set was already.
You
like,
were just about
It was
to.
about to be paid for, but Ryan hasn't given me a date yet to get it because I was waiting for that date to move in so it can get delivered that day.
I
Ryan
was
goes,
just thinking deep down, I got to get blackout drunk, and then I'll tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Plan
hey,
succeeded.
but look, Rice still gave me a roof to sleep under, you know? Like, the thing was, he still gave me a place to live. He goes, yo, just live with us. And then finally that fucking day came, and we all moved in, and the rest was history. And from there, we were just, we've always been close. Even when, think about it, we were freshmen. He was already doing his thing. We obviously took a break from communicating. We never stopped being friends. It was just communication. Ryan went into his thing. He got in his relationships. He was busy. We get it. But then Ryan became a single man, and it was just kind of wraps. It was a game over for the whole town of Fond du Lac.
It really was. And honestly, like I stated earlier, he's helped us out both a lot. Like
You have, dude.
after that breakup, like I said, he was the first one that I hadn't talked to in a while. I cut out a lot of friends for my ex, and that was my own doing. You know, I just was so focused on her, I just kind of cut everyone else out. And he was like one of the first friends, never, gave me any shit for it. Just no, come over, and it was it from there. He's definitely helped me out in a lot of ways.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah,
To this
seriously.
day, I'm always gonna thank you for that. I've always told you I'm gonna, I owe you like a lot, like I owe you the world because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in Fond du Lac. We're doing this. We wouldn't be sitting here recording a podcast with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's just who I am as a person. Like,
you have a big heart.
you had nowhere to really stay. I wasn't going to make you pay out your ass for, like, your own place.
Yeah.
Hooked you up with a job because you didn't really want to go back to California. Fuck it, I'll get you a job. You needed somewhere to stay. I'm not going to make you fucking buy your own place. You can stay at my place. Pay what?
Yeah, that's
$100
cool.
a month, something like that.
Yeah, like not.
That's
even,
friendship,
yeah.
though, like
Literally,
to the
dude.
truest form for sure.
I'd do that for anybody.
Yeah.
Except you.
Well, can I move in now?
Except you.
Yeah, but you got to sleep on the couch with the cat.
All right, I'm out. No, but I want to start asking questions. So I know, like as I stated earlier, you were in the military. I know you probably have like a ton of stories. We could be here all day, but like, what really made you like decide that that's what you wanted to do after high school?
Fuck. So I wanted to get into the medical field originally.
Yep.
And back in high school, I enlisted in the United States Navy as a hospital corpsman. I was gonna go greenside with the Marines and pretty much be like their field medic. Well, I got kicked out of the Navy for marijuana possession. So
Really?
yeah, then the only branch that would take me was the Army, but with my prior possession charge, I couldn't work in the medical field in the military.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Well, that-
how it went.
Yeah, I definitely remember. I don't know. You were very like into that after high school, and I didn't hear too much about that when you were like still in school. I guess like that's what you wanted to do, but then you seem very committed, and you obviously still are in the reserves and everything. So definitely good for you, man.
I'm not committed anymore. I want to be done.
Yeah, I know, but you did your time, and it's cool that you went through that because not a lot of people can say that they have. So thank you for that.
And I respect a lot of people that go into the Army and do what, fight for a country. I respect them a lot. But in your opinion, and for your advice for kids out there like that don't have a plan, do you think they should right away go into the military or they should really think about what they want to do? Because
Because I think before you answer that, I think a lot of the kids think it's like a backup plan. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I guess I'll do this. But do you think that they should take it more seriously?
No, it's definitely something you need to like think out. I think it's actually a terrible idea that they have recruiters going to high schools. That needs to be something that you can't be doing because you're like feeding all this information to a bunch of kids, and they're only telling you about the benefits, like the healthcare, tuition, shit like that. Like, it's fucking super serious. Fuck, I don't even know what to really say because I don't want to talk bad about the military.
No,
you're not. You're just giving your advice.
You're just saying it's kind of
there's a lot
it's
more
misleading.
that goes into
Yeah.
it. You need to have a mature mind rather than a 18-year-old high school student before you really do that. Because when you sign that contract, you give up a lot of shit. Like, there's a whole list of countries you can't even travel to. Like, I'm pretty sure Mexico is even one of them. When you're enlisted in the military, you're not allowed to go to Mexico. I don't know if that's true. So
No,
don't
it's true,
quote
Mike.
me on that. But I'm pretty sure it's a gray area. I don't know for sure. Just a rumor I've heard.
Right.
Facts, no. No, it's really good advice. So pretty much really think about it before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Like, if you know you want to go into the fucking military,
Do it.
fuck yeah, do it. Like, I've had great times. I've had a lot of shitty times, but I don't know.
And you have friends to this day, right? That were in
A
the
lot of the
military?
friends I feel like you
Yeah,
still hang
actually,
out
we have
with.
a lot of
We're
boys.
going golfing tomorrow with
Yeah.
2 of them.
Nice.
I talked to a lot of my Army buddies. Pretty much that's who I hang out with if I'm not with any of you guys. So
bad, bro. That's
cool.
good shit.
Just another way to meet people.
And then,
Oh yeah, but before I like completely bash the military and leave it on that, that is the one thing I love about it is the people you meet there and you become friends with. They're like your friends for life. Like that's the thing is like those are like literally your brothers.
Your brothers.
But
So those are the guys you like.
That's what's gonna happen because like you go fucking overseas downrange with those guys. Like you
gotta
be
watch
ready
their
to
back.
at least
Yeah.
catch a bullet for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Yeah. I was just about to say like you really gotta you guys gotta protect each other.
Yeah,
Right?
pretty much.
With your lives, literally.
Like you
Yeah.
might even not
Shit,
be in
respect.
a combat environment where you gotta worry about getting shot for somebody, but like people fall on hard times. Like when you're overseas, like your buddy's girl's fucking some other person, and you're fucking 7,000 miles away. Like you gotta be there to help them cope through that.
Right.
Like you can't just ignore that shit.
Exactly.
It's
you gotta
hard.
be there
Everything's
for
fucking
them. They don't
different.
have anyone else out there, you know.
And that's
so you
where
gotta be
fucking
that. You gotta step up.
And that's where fucking Rise Big Heart comes into play, dude. Like that. You've always had that mentality. You've always had that. Yo, I'm gonna pick. You if you see someone down, you're gonna pick them up, and you don't care who it is. Cause I've seen you hanging out with people I would have never thought you would hang out. You know.
Yeah.
Which is like super like whoa like that proves you're a really good person, dude. Now speaking on the whole 7,000 miles away, when you were in the military, were you in a relationship at the time?
No comment.
We'll edit that out. We'll edit
Next
that out.
question. All right.
question.
No, that's cool. So, well, I guess we can stick with relationships, not in specific, but like, what would you say you've learned from past relationships, whether it be one, a combination of them, that you would take into your next relationship that's made you a better person? What have you changed, or what would you do differently in the future, relationship wise?
Facts.
See, and because I know you're gonna ask this question because, like you said earlier, it's a fair question to ask, like your toxic trait.
Yeah, I get, and you can roll that into one too if you've learned to be better at that. So yeah, I guess you can answer that one too.
Yeah. So my big thing is like, well, I guess I'm not a very emotional guy. Like I may like have a big heart and look out for people, but I'm not like when it comes down to relationship wise, I'm not good at getting my emotions across. I shut down a lot. Like if there's like a confrontational problem, I'm just gonna shut down. I ain't gonna talk to you. That's pretty much it. And then
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I let shit slide, but I don't really know how to explain it. I've had a couple.
Yeah,
But
I understand what you're saying.
fucking I don't really learn from my mistakes in a relationship until it's too late,
Yeah,
which I know is
That's
a huge
true.
problem. I'm working on all that and everything, but it kind of sucks because like in previous relationships, I've had people tell me like, "Oh, this is the problem with you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll fix that." But like, shit don't change overnight.
right.
But now it like kind of sucks because it's like, well, I pissed away a great opportunity, and now here I am doing everything that they fucking wanted me to do. But
Exactly.
whatever.
But you
I'm
got to
just
go
ready
through
for
that.
the next one.
Exactly.
Oh, facts. So my next question is we all go through very hard times in my life and in our lives. For example, like last year around April time, I went through fucking hell and back because I just went through a lot, right? And the shit I was doing, I mean, I don't know at the time if you and me were talking or not, or if just all of us were talking,
I
but
think we were all kind of doing whatever.
we were doing our own thing. But at the time, this is when I became really close with Colin,
Yeah.
my roommate now.
Yeah, last year April is when I would have started up at work again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, I went to Cali. I had to go deal with that. Came back, and then I came back to what's going on here, and then just more thing was just pound like a lot more was going down for me, and like I went, I was going to the bar every night. I was doing, shit I wasn't supposed to be doing. I was talking with the wrong crowds, like shit like that. So but the way I overcame it was one night, I was driving really fast, and I didn't want to stop. Like I swear, like I just didn't want to stop because I felt like, it was like I feel like it was like someone telling me like, yo, like you're next, like like just enjoy what you have now because your time's coming. And I looked down on my phone and it was like my little sister was or her picture was on my lock screen, and I looked at that and I just like I stopped, like I braked in the middle of like the highway or something. And my thing was I just wasn't gonna stop if a turn came. Like I wasn't gonna I just wasn't whatever. So the way I overcame that, one night I kind of went home, fucking cried, woke up the next morning. I said, "Yo, it's time to make a change in my life, time to move forward." So how'd you fix your problems when you went through like the darkest times in your life? Like what did you do to fix it?
So darkest time in my life would definitely be when I was a freshman in high school. My dad got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And I kind of was acting a fool during that. I was doing a lot of shit I definitely shouldn't have been doing. After he passed away, I pretty much lived my whole life as I want to be the man that my dad wanted me to be.
Facts.
So I really cut out a lot of bullshit because I didn't want to disappoint him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's valid for
That's-
sure.
pretty much how I live my life now.
Yeah.
Where would my dad want me to be? And then every day that goes by, I make sure I got to do at least something good so this way he can be proud of me.
Exactly. That's a good.
He'd be
That's a
proud
good
of
way
you.
to think about
No,
it.
and
He would for sure.
back on, yeah, your dad, I think 10,000. I think he'd be fucking. You're doing way more than I'm sure your dad expected you doing. Like,
Especially at your age, you're still very young.
Yeah,
yet.
I'm on the Toxic Kings podcast.
No.
He's probably shitting his pants right now.
like and
For real,
subscribe.
it's like I never thought he would be here.
like
Like,
and
damn.
subscribe. You know what I'm
Made it.
If you want to be on this podcast, slide, like and subscribe. But no, man,
Damn.
yeah. So yeah, pretty much. So your pops really like told you like, not told you, but you knew he wanted you to be the man you are today.
I wouldn't even really say like my dad even wanted me to be like successful by any means. He just wanted me to be who I am and be happy. And I mean, I'm a huge mama's boy as well, so I got to
Yeah.
make my mom proud.
Exactly.
Your mom's the best, bro. I love Miss
Yeah.
Kirk. Mrs.
Because
Kirk.
when I had my 1 year suspension and I started working construction, I was going to just work construction that 1 year and go back to school.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
My mom really
Yeah.
wanted me to stay with that job. She wanted me to, because I was making good money. She wanted me to stick with it and see how it turned out. Been doing it for about 3 years now.
Look where you're at.
You have.
Yeah, I
Shit,
moved
you
up
have.
in the world.
Exactly. She
And
was
it's
right.
starting
Moms
to
are always
become my
right.
Responsibility every fucking day, but
Yep. Yeah.
can't go wrong.
Exactly.
So in relationships, so back to when we were in our previous podcast with Brianna, we talked about ultimatums. Have you ever had to like give an ultimatum to a girl, or have you ever had to not even make her choose, but like you're like, yo, I don't like what you're doing. Have you ever had one of those situations? Because I have.
I think we
No.
all have.
I've never given a girl an ultimatum.
No?
Really?
No, because I can't stand them. If I had a relationship where a girl was like, it's either this or me, I'm going to leave her ass.
Right.
Like, how are you... Like, unless I'm doing something completely out of pocket.
That's like if you're going to the bar every night or like hard into drugs or like pissing away all your money, like if it's something super irresponsible,
Exactly.
like I agree with that. But I think I mentioned in the previous podcast, like if it's between like, oh, you're spending too much time with your best friend, it's either me or him, like bitch, like that I'm choosing him. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that, definitely I'd choose the other thing.
No, yeah. I've never gotten one. I will never give one because I'm not a controlling type of guy.
Facts.
Right.
Like, you want to do whatever you're going to do, just let me know.
Exactly.
It's not... No, I think... That's something... I hate that shit.
Yeah.
So you're obviously, are you single right now?
Yes.
Riley Horne is single. Let's make that clear. So now, are you dating? Are you talking to girls or what's going on? No, nothing.
I work too much to talk to a
Work too
girl.
much. So okay, so let's just go back to like the past time. When you talk to girls, do you look at like red flags right away? Because you're older, so you're kind of like, I don't want you to waste my time because your time is pretty much precious, right? Because you don't have that much free time.
Yeah, I really need somebody that like knows what they're gonna do in their life, cause I already know
Facts.
what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
But I need somebody that I'm gonna be able to like build and create a life with. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time on somebody who's
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just going out to the bar. Woo! Like, yeah, just
Yeah, Jesse. I know you're watching, Jesse.
going to.
Riley, where are you? Come out to the bar right now.
Yeah, no, I ain't about to waste my time on that. I want somebody that wants to take life seriously, cause life is fucking serious.
That's what I'm saying. We only got one. We only got one, dude. So I know that
Depends on what you believe.
Yeah. Unless you're a cat or some shit. Like, yeah, then you got 9 of them.
I know Hindus.
No, that was my biggest. That's one thing I haven't mentioned yet. But one thing I look in like when I guess dating was red flags. When I saw that first one, dude, it was like, all right, not it. Because I'm 21 years old. You know, I don't got time to waste no more.
Right.
Back then, they've been thinking the same thing. But fucking, I guess I grew up here just
Yeah.
recently, so
Right.
I don't know. But
My main thing though is like you gotta know what you want in life. But I'm terrible at picking up red flags because I'll be 4 or 5 months into something, and then all of a sudden here it comes, and I'm just sitting there thinking, "Fuck."
Yeah. I feel like I'm the same way. I don't think I'm bad at picking up red flags. Like, I ain't stupid. Like, I realize it, but it's like, oh, whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
going to keep rolling with this and see what happens, you know?
And sometimes it's hard. You get through that honeymoon phase or
Yeah.
whatever, and then like everything's fine, and then she's like, I don't like your friend so and so, and you're like, oh
Oh, that ain't gonna work.
Dude,
that ain't gonna work.
Okay, so back to that where I don't like your friends. Like, what do you guys say to that? Because haven't you had that with me a couple of times?
Absolutely.
So like, what do you say on that?
I can't even.
You just kick me out or like?
Well, I just kick your ass out because women are always right, and I respect women.
Oh shit!
I do respect women. That's not a joke.
No comment on that.
Do not edit that out.
No. But okay, it's hard for me because like I am a nice guy. I'm trying to be a people pleaser even though I shouldn't be. So like I'm trying to make everyone happy. Like if my girlfriend doesn't like my friends, it's like it ain't like I'm gonna get rid of the friend or break up with her. It's just like, all right, well, like I got friends that don't like each other. It's like then I'm just gonna hang out with these people then, and we're just not gonna hang out together. It is what it is.
Exactly.
And I went through that with you, and maybe my head was too far up my own ass or someone else's ass or whatever the case was. Like I've definitely done that for women. I've definitely simped for women and maybe cut out some friends, but at the end of the day, I think that just kind of happens with everybody. I think we've all been through that at one point or another.
Actually, I haven't because I make sure like I'm like, yo, like these are my friends. This is how it's gonna be. This is what because I DJ, right? So DJing was a really big thing and when I was dating.
Right.
Because like, oh my God, like you go out you're out every Friday, Saturday, you're out doing this, that. Well, what do you want me to do? Not do my job? That's what I love to do. Like you're not gonna stop me.
Yeah.
So that's what I made sure right away, like, yo, like these are my boys.
And I cut out my friends, I think, more just because I was focused on her. Like I don't think I've ever had a girl tell me like I don't like your friend, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Like I've never done no shit like that, but
no, I feel
it's just being too focused on the girl sometimes.
Have you ever had that right where a girl's so like, I don't like so and so?
Be honest.
Tell us now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think we've all been through.
And
that.
what is it you tell
How
her?
do you handle that situation?
How do you handle it? Give the young male. Actually, 85% of our viewers right now is male. Do you know that? And the age group to that is 18 to 24.
So now you're sexist.
No, it's YouTube facts.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And they're 18 to 24.
Well,
What advice do you have from 18 to 24 when a girl says, "Yo, like, I don't like your friends"? What do you say to that?
So I actually dealt with it pretty poorly in the past, but like if that was to pop up in my life now, it's pretty much just like deal with it. Like
it is what it
you're gonna
is.
have to, cause like I've had girlfriends where I don't like their friends, and I'll tell them like I'm like you don't gotta stop hanging out with them. Like be who you want to be your own person, but like I will let you know I really don't fuck with that person.
At least you're being
really.
honest about it.
And I'll tell them why too. Like it's like she gives off this type of fucking vibe or some shit like that.
Right.
But,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
She's a little too naughty for my liking. I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. She's a naughty slut.
She's
But-
naughty.
If you want to hang out with the naughty slut, hang out with the naughty slut. But I don't like the naughty slut.
What the fuck? Man, you guys are fucking.
Yeah,
funny.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
Frankie.
I know they're gonna be watching this. Shout out Frankie and Jesse. You boys are naughty.
You know
Shout
what?
out Frankie. Fuck you, Jesse.
Hey man, hey no, for sure. Shout out Frank Gunther. He had just reached out to me talking about the whole with his situation going on. We gotta get Frankie on this podcast.
Frankie, you gotta get on, man.
Go
I
to
will.
Frankie.
Should I call him right now?
Frankie, we'll give you a Friday special if you do it. Ryan knows what I'm talking about.
So back on your guys' job is you guys are on the road, right? Obviously, fucking 5-6 days a week because you probably leave Friday or Sundays right now.
I leave Sundays now. Yeah.
And you
I leave Mondays
mornings?
because I enjoy my weekends and I'm not a loser. So.
I'm not a loser. I just have friends. So.
I got one, two. Yeah, I got a couple.
So what is it? So how do you guys deal with that on the road and trying to balance out like life? How do you? Because I personally, not gonna lie to you boys, I couldn't do it. How did you guys do it? Like how do you guys do it?
Well, I just make time. I got my weekends off.
Facts.
So, I'm really good friends with pretty much everybody I work with, at least that I know of.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind seeing them. I don't mind leaving what I have here, going for that because like I know I'll come back.
Facts.
That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
I deal with it really easily. Like
Yeah.
I don't miss a whole lot around here, but I'm also used to traveling. Like the military helped me out with that at like a younger age.
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
you're definitely more used to that than most people would be by now, and I agree with that too. Like you're coming home on the weekends and stuff, and it's not like you're a million miles away. Like especially now we're less than 2 hours away from home. If we want to come home a night here or there, like we can do that. You know.
Do that, like
Sometimes you might not be able to come home because they'll pull some bullshit and you got to work a Saturday.
Oh right, yeah, right. But that's just the way it is. You got to work an extra hour or whatever it may be. But it's definitely hard times once in a while. Like you get in your feels and, you're missing your parents or your friends, or if you're with somebody, like it gets like that. But most of the time, like you said, I think all the guys up there make you forget about it because like we all just have
they're
so much
really
fun
cool.
on and
Super
off the
cool
job
out there.
site. Like we all get along super good. So like if I hated what I did and the people I worked with, this would be impossible. But honestly, they make it all worth it.
No, and back to that, like I love the people I work with. The thing is, like, I was so right.
Oh, there's just a bug on my.
Really? Can you show me it?
No, it's because it's gone. It flew away.
I
It
didn't
was like
see
a squeaked. Off.
Enough. So right, back to what we were getting to. Sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I need you.
I'll get over it. Just go ahead.
So right, so when you get drunk, what is like one thing you do that it's just one of those things. Like what is it you do when you're drunk at the bar? Because we all have these moments where we're drunk at the bar. We do things we're not supposed to.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Yeah, so we get drunk at the bar, right?
Yeah.
And then we get on our phones.
Oh yeah.
What is it? What is it we do that? What is it us men do that we're not supposed to?
Not even
I mean,
men.
who
Just as a
said
person.
you're not supposed to be doing it unless you got a girlfriend? You ain't supposed to be doing it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
assume
Most
we're
definitely.
thinking the same fucking.
No. Yeah,
Am
sorry.
I smelling what you're stepping in? I'm trying to,
I think he is
when
a little
when
bit.
I get drunk and I take out my phone at the bar, I'm trying to get pussy.
I'll tell you what. When I'm drunk and I take my phone out, I'm posting Snapchat, singing or talking like a retard. My phone needs to be stripped of me when I am drunk. I think any one of my friends can vouch for me.
My phone needs to be stripped of me when
I'm not texting bitches. I'm just posting stupid shit, looking like
Yeah.
an idiot.
I
I
know.
am too.
That's how I am.
I'm saying the stupidest shit too. Whenever I get drunk and I have my phone, I'll go on Snapchat and I'll see like a woman will post something on her story and it'll be like, say she posts like a picture of the most
And you're sliding
disgusting
up.
fucking food I've ever seen in my life. Like she just made a fucking kid cuisine. And I'm fucking.
A kid cuisine.
I'll be hammered and I'll slide up and think like, damn, that looks so good.
That's one way to fucking
And then,
talk.
like-
Start talking to a bitch.
And
That
then
kid cuisine looks fire, dog.
Damn, that looks good. Let me get a bite.
Let me get a bite.
where are you right now? Where are you right
Yeah,
now?
let me come over and get a bite. Oh my
I
god.
don't really do that. I try to be a little more tactful.
Yeah.
I mean, in my past, I was a fucking idiot. And I thought, like, it worked for me a few times. I would get drunk and I'd just hit up a woman in the back. What are you doing? That doesn't really work.
Not anymore.
No, I'm getting old, though. They probably know that. My knees fucking pop when I get out of the truck in the morning.
Well, yeah. That's not because you're getting old, but anyways.
So hey, talk about your. I don't know if you want. Well, let's get into the topic. How'd you? Because your like OWI story is funny. So like talk.
Yeah,
about,
could you tell your
like
you
how you got an OWI? And this is gonna be a
no
clip.
names, no nothing, because I know there was a chick there,
There was
right?
a couple people involved.
Yeah, so we got to hear the story though.
On the
All
OWI
right, so
story.
I went up to. Well, I'll name some names. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna name her name, but
Yeah.
So I went up to Oshkosh with this woman that I was with, and we were gonna go to the bars with my friend Isaac, and all of a sudden she left us to go to some house party with her friends or whatever. And it's like, all right, fine, like whatever. So Isaac and I are drinking. I'm being pretty steady. I'm not drinking a whole lot because I know I gotta drive.
Stay neutral.
I was being responsible for like the first time in my life.
Wow.
I was like,
Good for
I'm not
you.
gonna drink a lot. I gotta drive.
Yeah.
I had
How'd that work out?
4 or 5. Yeah,
I didn't,
I
he's
know,
good at
right?
that.
I know.
Anyways.
So I had 4 or 5 drinks at the bar. Bar closes coming around. I'm like, all right, Isaac, I'm gonna head out. He's like, you want to crash at my place? I'm like, no, man, I gotta pick up my shorty. So anyways, I'm like texting her. I'm like, yo, send me the address. She sent it to me. I pull up outside, and like this party is still going on. I'm like, man, fuck. I don't want to go in there to take a piss. So I'm like, hey, fuck it. I'm gonna piss outside. I'm in the middle of the fucking street in Oshkosh. I was on Irving Street, and I got my dick out, and I'm just pissing. I'm having
Right.
a great time. I'm like, woo!
Yeah, I'm pissing!
Like,
Yeah,
I
Jesse!
feel like a free man, dude. Yeah, Jesse! All of a sudden, I'm looking at the ground. I'm like, I'm pissing in the street. All of a sudden, I'm just staring at the pavement. I got the berries and cherries on behind me.
Oh.
I'm like, no.
And your car is on at the time?
My car's on. The cops come up to me like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, well, you know. I'm like, yeah. So, you been drinking tonight? And I'm like, yeah. You been driving? I was like, not yet.
Bro, the worst
car
thing
around
you
the
could
corner.
possibly say to the cop at that point in time. Like, yeah, I intend to.
So they did the whole flashlight in the eyes, field sobriety test. I had to walk in a straight line, all that stuff. And they're like, you admitted to drinking. We can smell it on you. We're going to do a breathalyzer. I was like, fuck yeah, I bet. I was like, I felt fine. I felt sober. I was also drinking a lot. It was when I was in college. I was drinking like every fucking
So your
day.
tolerance is probably a lot
It
higher.
was super high.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm drunk, I feel sober too sometimes.
Super high. But,
One beer and you're like, anyways.
I felt fine. I only had 4 or 5 drinks. I was like, I'm within the limit. I give the breathalyzer. Fucking, he looks at it.
2.5.
He looks at me. Yeah. He was like, how the fuck did you blow 3.7? He looks at it. He looks at me. He's like, I got to go talk to my sergeant quick. I was like, that can't be good. I was like, no, this is okay. He leaves. And I'm standing there and I'm just like lost in the moment, kind of looking around.
You like, what just happened?
I'm trying not to look obvious. I'm on campus at UW Oshkosh. So fucking they have 2 regular cops there. There's like 4 fucking campus police. I have 6 fucking
Holy
cop cars.
shit.
Outside.
All this time, where's that chick that you were going to pick up? Like, was she at the party? Was she?
No, she ended up. I don't know what the fuck happened between me pissing. For all I know, she might have even like came outside while I was mid piss.
I thought she was like in the car with you.
She was in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Because I remember like when the cops pulled up, I was telling her I was like, you didn't fucking drink tonight. You're gonna drive. And she was more fucked up than me.
You had the Challenger at the time. You were gonna let that bitch whip the Challenger back to Fond du Lac.
Just around the street maybe.
Oh yeah.
Pull over. Anyways, all of a sudden the cop comes back. He's like, "Sir, please put your arms behind your back."
Oh, what was
like,
your
you
feeling in that moment? Like when he said that, did your heart just fucking drop, or how were you feeling? Were you kind of fucked up? You're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't really like fucked up, but I was just kind of like smiling. I was like, whatever. I thought I was gonna somehow beat the case when I went to court.
Right.
I did kinda. They dropped one of the charges. I didn't completely.
What was the charge that they dropped?
So when you get an OWI, you get charged with like your blood alcohol content and fucking operating while intoxicated. But it was like PAC. I don't remember what it was. It was something stupid. It's literally another charge they give you, I think, just so like the county can collect more money because it's literally just for fucking
I believe it,
above a .08. But they ended up dropping that. Court was funny.
You didn't get charged with nothing. You could talk about court before you talk about that. Did you? You didn't get any ticket or citation for taking a piss in the street.
No, I didn't.
I guess that was the least of their worries, but that surprised me that they wouldn't tack that on.
It was funny when I was in court because I had to do Zoom court. It was during COVID.
Oh.
So I woke up. It was like court was like early as fuck. It was like 7:00.
What?
And I like wake up and I'm like, fuck. I was like, good thing it's on Zoom. So I threw on like a button down shirt and I was wearing my boxers. And I was sitting in front of my computer. And like they went over the case before like I got to talk, and they were all like, "Yeah, the defendant was caught." What word did he say? It was
Public
urinating.
It might have even just been something stupid like urinating, but I swear
Like,
he
yo,
said
this dude
something
is just taking a
like,
piss
he
right
was,
inside of his car.
Officer whatever caught Riley Horne urinating on the corner of Irving Street or whatever. I was just like, yeah,
That was me.
Hey.
no, sweet. They dropped one of the charges. Represented myself because I couldn't afford a fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
And I got away with a lot better than I could have. I know people that have gotten fucked over for having an OWI, and those dumbasses bought a lawyer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah, I've heard those stories too. That's why kids get an Uber. I'd rather pay $8.
Uber is cheaper than a fucking DUI,
If you don't mind telling how much
If we live 20 minutes away, that bitch was gonna be $60. I'm taking the Challenger.
So how much? If you don't mind telling us, how much was like the total? Like after everything, what was like the total cost?
It was like $3,000. I had to go to like a
So
counseling session to make sure I wasn't addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Oh yeah.
I had to pay for that. I had to go to.
They make you pay. They make you go through it, and then they make you pay for it.
Yeah, and the ticket alone was I think $700.
Jesus
So then I had to pay for like my counseling. I had to pay for getting my car out of the impound lot.
Reinstatement of your license,
$500.
probably too, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I had to wait a year for that.
Yeah. Not that stopped you, but
No, yeah, I think I drove every day.
you can't not drive because I think you can get. You didn't get an occupational, right?
No. I
But
said fuck that because it was too much paper.
I was gonna say you can, and I think it's a fuck ton of money after you get
you
an
have to get
OWI.
SR22 insurance, and that is expensive as shit.
Damn.
My insurance is already a house mortgage. I can't be doing that.
Well, yeah, but that's what happens when you almost kill your English teacher.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, shit happens. GMAC was not a very
Should
good
we
driver.
talk about that story? Can I interview you?
If you want. Yeah, if we're talking about car shit, I'm down to tell that
Yeah,
story.
we can talk about that. What
Uh,
happened?
so
What exactly
Here,
happened
I'll
that
actually
day?
start it off. So it was senior skip day, and
Hold on, wait. Before you start, I drove past when that fucking happened. And I
What?
just remember seeing the paramedics and like the whole fucking side of the road blocked off. And I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was Mr. D. But I remember I was driving past and I was just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I'll tell a story and I'll let Cruz tell his part after because he was kind of why the
you called me.
Yeah, I
I
know,
was
but why
2,000 feet in the air, and you called
I
me.
know you guys were like senior skip day.
We're
I didn't-
hiking.
So here's the
should've
thing. For
skipped.
some fucking reason, it was so ironic. Senior year, I skipped our senior class trip because I went over to my girlfriend's house on a Sunday. Her parents weren't home, so we did our thing all day. And then I was on my way home, cruising down the back road because I live out in the country, doing 83 and a 55.
Jesus.
Sheriff is coming at me, but I'm on my phone, so I look up all of a sudden. Oh shit! Whips you. He pulls me over, and the next day I was so sick to my stomach because I was going. Oh, I've had a couple of these. Whatever. 83 minus 20. I was 28 over. I was going. So they were gonna suspend my license for a minimum of 30 days up to 1 year. I ended up getting that drop, but I was sick to my stomach, so I skipped the senior trip, and then it was senior skip day, and I have no idea why I wasn't with you guys or whatever, but. I know I was going to work that day. It was a Friday. I think I was supposed to go to my dad's that week, and my parents were split, obviously. So I think maybe that's why I didn't go. I don't know if you guys are getting home later.
Yeah.
So I left work. I left school, and I just get out of the parking lot, go to like a road that goes on to like the main road to go through our town. And it's 2-lane road on both sides, 4-lane, whatever you want to call it. And there's a big like local landscaping company truck with a big trailer on it going to turn like on the road I'm on. And then there's a lane next to it. But I had been watching that truck come from like, down the block, so I didn't see anyone pass or anything. So I thought I was in the clear. So I just pulled out past the stop sign, and there was a Jeep, which ended up being one of our teachers, that pulled out. So I pull out, stop right away. He had to swerve to miss me, scraped the front of my car, ripped my bumper and headlights off. So he kind of went like that and just rolled it a few times. And
He just rolled it a few times.
I don't mean that like I was scared to death. Like I swear to God. So obviously the first thing I do, I still got like, it's just one of those things. Like you see the TikToks where you get in a car accident and like the music is still playing. No, that shit's real. The fucking scariest thing. The song that was on.
You're like walking over there to see if he's still alive, and you just hear fucking Bruno Mars.
No, it was no, bro. This is serious shit. Like I was scared. I was scared to death. I still remember the song. This is gonna sound so fucked up. Like this dead ass. It was the song that was playing on my stereo was "Homicide" by Logic. It sounds so funny, but it was so fucked up at the time. I remember the first thing I did. Fucking throw my car in fucking park, get out, like, hey man, at the time I didn't know what, obviously. Like
Hey,
my
man.
adrenaline's so high, I'm so fucking like lightheaded, like what the fuck? So I throw it in park, I get out, like, hey man, are you okay? Oh, like I see who it is. Like it's one of my teachers, and I'm like, the first time I saw him, like he wasn't moving because like it just happened. Like I honestly thought like that was it. So I'm like, fuck, like I didn't know what to think. So I'm in the fucking intersection of this road. I don't know what road I'm on. I'm calling 911. Which is the first and only time I've ever called 911. Just freaking out, like not knowing what to say, like what intersection I'm on. I had to read the street sign of the street that our school is on. Like I was that fucked up. So then I called him. I called my girlfriend at work. I called my mom. I called him. He's my best friend at the time. He's on the senior trip. I'm freaking out. So
You're up and down roller coaster.
that's how that happened.
No, we were hiking, bro. So this was our senior skip day. I told Dylan, "Yo, come on the senior skip day." He goes, "No, bro, I'm not gonna go. I want to go to work." So whatever. So we're climbing these fucking. We're at fucking Devil's Lake. So we're fucking climbing up all these mountains and shit. I'm like fucking 2,000 feet in the air. I get a phone call from Dylan. Something I got signal up there. get a phone call from GMAC. Oh, he's probably, what time is it? He's probably at work. I probably forgot something out because we worked together.
So I was leaving
to go to work.
school to go to work. I had youth apprenticeship.
And then Dylan's calling me, bro, you won't believe what just happened. I just fucking hit Mr. D, bro. Like, there's so much shit going on. And I'm like, bro, like, bye. What? And I'm like, yo, like, and I'm calling him back. I'm like yelling on my phone. Like, I'm like, bro, we gotta go. Like, I remember I rode with somebody there. And I'm like, yo, can we leave now? Like, Dylan's in trouble. And like,
did you tell them what happened, or like how did that?
I got a very serious question.
Yeah.
Did you call Cruise before 911?
No, I remember, as fucked up as I was, like the adrenaline. I called 911. I called my mom because I know they own that business, so she was just like a few minutes away, so I knew she would be there. Then I called my girlfriend to let her know. I don't know. I was just calling everyone. Then I was calling Cruz, and I checked on him first, then called 911. Then like, what was fucked up too is like, I don't think some people saw the accident happen, but like, the lunchroom was like that, facing that side of school. You guys know how our school is. It's just all glass. So you had everyone
outside the window looking
looking at the whole accident. It was right at that intersection. So everyone's looking. Then, my brother was in school at the time. He obviously was like crying and shit because he didn't know what was going on. Like, he saw I was in an accident. People were blowing up my phone because they didn't know what was up with me. They just saw my car because they had, it had my plates on it. They didn't know it was our teacher at
And
first.
this car, I sold to him maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks prior.
My car just blew up, and I had that car for a week.
No, it was Illumina.
I technically didn't even have insurance on it yet. It wasn't finalized. We ended up getting it taken care of. I would have had to pay for that entire Jeep and everything. But like, yeah, and it could not have happened to a better teacher too. Like, no, I don't mean.
What the fuck does that mean?
The accident could not have happened to a nicer teacher. Like, this guy is one of the nicest, most down to earth guys you'll ever meet.
Everybody loves him.
He was voted, I think, favorite staff member our senior year. Like,
great guy.
Everyone loved him, and I felt horrible. But like, I'm sitting here bawling my eyes out, not knowing what to do. He don't say, like, he ain't pissed, he ain't mad. All he says, he got smiles, like, just say sorry to my Jeep. Like, because everyone knew him for his Jeep. Like, he's just the sweetest guy. And that really hurt. So that's fact. That was the second crash GMAC was ever in. And I remember, they announced in over the intercom in the high school, like, we just had a, like, staff versus student, like,
staff versus student.
That's what they called it, staff versus student crash or something. They sent a mass email out, like, it is embarrassing too when you're that student and you caused it and everything. And I had to see him, that was hard for me to come to school on Monday and see him in a sling and everything. I couldn't even look at him. Like, I just felt like a piece of shit,
You didn't go to school
Not like it was on purpose. It was a complete accident. It's not like, I just didn't see him there and everything.
Well, you didn't go to school. You didn't go to school till because it happened Friday.
It happened on Friday. I was at school on Monday. I was there on Monday.
Oh shit! I didn't think you were.
I was supposed to go to my dad's for that weekend, but
you didn't go to your dad's.
My mom, told me it's a good idea to stay home so we could figure out, insurance, and just so I could clear my head because that really did fuck me up.
Yeah, and it's not like you had a car to drive. So
no, I did.
Oh, you did?
I got
very. Was fine.
Well, like I said, when he swerved, and I wasn't going fast. He was going 35, 40, whatever people go on that road. I had just pulled off from a stop sign, so like I stopped, and since he swerved to try to miss me, like it just ripped my bumper off and taillights. So that's what I did that Saturday. My stepdad and I went to the junkyard, found an old Lumina, and I ripped the bumper off. I ripped 2 headlights off. Or no, I actually kept the bumper. It was intact. It was just all fucked up. And I put the bumper back on, and I put a couple new headlights on, and my hood was a little crunched, but I was good to go. And he ended up getting a brand new Jeep out of it, so good for him, I guess. If anything fucking good came out of it, obviously.
I remember we got back from that trip, and I got in the Kobo. The first thing in my mind was go to Dylan's house, and I went to GMAC's
house. Oh, you did. You saw me.
I went to GMAC's house, and shit, he was fucking in the basement, just like he didn't know what to do. Sat there, talked to him, calmed down, and
I was talking to the teacher, and he was like comforting me. He's the one that had to get an ambulance ride to the hospital, and he's texting me. He ended up getting a shoulder separation. Like, it was nothing too major, but I still felt it could have been a nick on his arm, and I just would have felt horrible because, like I said, just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Yeah. So luckily, it didn't turn out worse. I want to say I learned a lesson, but I ended up in 2 more car accidents. None as serious as that. It has actually been, just a few days ago, it's been 3 years since that accident. But yeah, then there's an accident with backing into Cruz's car, and the third one maybe we'll get to in another episode or something.
Yeah, don't send in a blizzard.
I've gone in the ditch a few times. You well living out here.
But I mean, right? That was him.
Okay, we'll tell one more car story. I don't know.
No, we'll say that on their podcast.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We have so many though. But Wait, what were you?
I don't know
say?
if you have any more questions for Rye, but I mean, I don't have any more questions for Rye.
I could be here all day with the questions I gotta ask this kid. Are you shitting me? But no, man, we appreciate you coming on and everything.
You a lot for coming on the
You definitely have a lot.
Thank
You're
you.
definitely
Means
if there's a single toxic king I know, it's you. If
I-
Future was white and he lived in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, it'd be this motherfucker. As much as he doesn't want to admit it. Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, guys, once again. Oh well, wait, hang on. Usually I gave people advice. I didn't give Brianna advice because she's kind of got to figure it out. Rye, I don't got to give you no advice. You kind of got. If anything, I wish you give.
He
me
gives
advice.
us advice. Like I said, we look
So
up to
Rye,
him
I just
on a
want to say,
serious
bro,
note.
I'm proud of you. Fuck, I've known you since you were 18, 17. I've seen you growing up as a man. Fuck, I'm really proud of you, man. I keep going, keep moving up in life. And all I gotta say is, bro, good luck in the future. You don't need it, but good luck out there, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
Thank you for coming on the podcast. It means a
You
lot.
too. I got
Appreciate
one thing. I got
everything,
one thing
brother.
I want to say before the end of the podcast, though.
Say
What's
it.
that?
Yeah,
Jesse!
Eat shit. Once again, guys, this Talk Stinks. I'm Cruz,
G-Mac.
Riley.
and we out.